People.
Hey, yo.
We sincerely apologize for the late XCOM stream. Hi, welcome to the Laser Time stream. I'm Chris.
I'm Dave.
Do you work for Skeletor in this game?
And that's Matt.
We're the Skeletor.
and we fucked up yesterday.
Yeah, my bad. But we're back with XCOM War of the Chosen, which is new DLC that adds a couple new soldier types, some new storyline stuff, and some cool little features for the combat in the game that I've really dug so far. I've played probably like 4 or 5 hours and really enjoyed it. And yeah, I made all of us.
Your apology.
Yes, all of us and a couple of the Laser Time community. So if you want to, we can look at the soldiers real quick. Yeah, we got your Laser Time people here. And some of us have nicknames, so we've got Henry Please, Gilbert, the Diamond Dog, Wiki Pares, Wow Bob Mackey, Pizza, Chris Antis, the Cartoons Matt J, and a couple people here that are community members that I chose from Twitter and Facebook, and I think a couple more of them are in the recruitment pool. But yeah, let's go.
As an apology, Dave made some members of the Laser Time community, and you will be probably ruthlessly murdered in this XCOM 2 stream.
Silas says, "We want Destiny! We want Destiny!"
We have the data. That's not true. That's not true at all.
So, yeah, the big new story in War of the Chosen is that the alien race has like 3 or 4 super soldiers that throughout the campaign you're going to have to hunt down and kill all 4 of them. And I just finished a series of levels where there's 2 warring factions two warring Earth-based factions that hate each other. You have to kind of bring them together so that you can recruit them as soldiers.
Good to see you.
Do I have to use Face ID to watch this stream? Yes, you do. Easy peasy.
But yeah, this came out about 2 weeks ago on Steam. Just this week on PS4 and Xbox One. And I heard the PS4 version has some problems. The Xbox One version,
really?
I mean, it's not going to play as smoothly as PC, but it's perfectly fine for me. And it's about that same level that XCOM, the original, was on the Xbox 360, where it's like, yeah, it's going to be slow and clunky, but it's never going to not work properly. It's never going to be.
We also have some sound sync issues on our end. Sorry, we just jumped off a Nintendo Direct stream and couldn't correct the issue.
These all look like Ivan Ooze's kids.
Muley Sal, it says, "I'll always miss Mr. Boner McFart II. He was my mightiest soldier."
This does not look like Mario and Rabbids. It's
clearly a
comedy.
Ripoff,
Awkward loser, full homage.
It's like Princess Peach, but a rabbit.
Double Z's nuts. Howdy, Ambassador Blanca, Tyler
Wilde.
Well.
Tyler Wilde, who I've determined will die first for talking smart yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah, CDG Comedy says, I still can't get over Doom and Wolfenstein 2 on Nintendo.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Tyler Wilde says, a bunch of streamers over here.
Yeah, let's
well.
Not because I want to, because motherfucker, the Destiny raid goes live tonight, and I ain't ready. I am in the 260s. Not good.
Silas says, what's the deal with Mario's completely hairless body? Fake Italian.
Fake Italian. You gotta...
Hey.
Yeah. This hair is like fucking armor, mostly against mosquitoes. It really works. Really works.
Trust me.
XCOM is going to give it to you, Turbo Bison. I've given up on DMX impressions. I feel like that can only get people in trouble.
I forgot to tell you about when I was in line for the Fun Wheel at Disneyland. The entire line was plagued by clouds of mosquitoes because they were setting up for the water show at night, and they all got pushed onto us.
Disney World, baby. Another drawback. Ain't no skeeters in California. I'm level 5. How long do I have to? How long before I can start raiding? A long time, Master of Loof. So what is it like? Every Destiny gives you a recommended level. You're allowed to play if you're underleveled, but I think you're penalized 5% per point. So if you go in 5 levels under, you're penalized 25%.
Are you MLG enough?
I don't think so. Not yet. God, I want to play more Destiny. Why are we doing this? Looking at a map. Oh. But Dave, this is one of Dave's favorite games. I don't know how you feel XCOM 2 stacks up.
It's in XCOM 2 you have to scan the map. You have to go across the world in your spaceship and make allies with all these areas, whereas before it was like you already had control of the entire Earth, and it's more complicated, this overworld map thing.
Is this a totally new game, or is this another re-release of one of the previous XCOMs from the last few years?
It's basically an expansion for XCOM 2.
Yeah, and
like entirely new story and some other cool stuff.
VGA Game Deal spoiler, which an all-new episode's really cool episode's coming on Friday, but in case you don't get that far into the show, because it's a big one, XCOM 2 is on sale on Xbox Live. If you have gold, I think you can get the full game, the digital deluxe version for $30. 24 if you want just the vanilla version. God damn it! I think our sound is not synced correctly.
It's XCOM.
The game sound.
Communications network is fully operational.
And that guy's face totally doesn't match the sound. Waiting for the Snake Lady date sim Xbox is Sila. Still waiting for PC Destiny 4K 60 on Ultra. Just came, so awkward loser.
I want to stream Dream Daddy.
I want a Master of Orion update, says John Wheelgoes. I don't know what that means. Maybe Dave does. Dave, when does the game start?
Are you still Master of your Orion?
Yes.
Tyler Wilde says, why do they still get analog static in their video calls?
Yeah.
Because it's the future.
Yeah, the future will rely on analog satellites.
Yeah. I want the future from Mario Brothers where we order pizza with a light gun.
What? Did that happen?
Yeah. Bowser orders a pizza, or Koopa, President Koopa orders a pizza by shooting a light gun on the screen and talking to a guy.
Oh, man. Time flies easy. TBF, they are on TBF, they are on underground resistance, says Pasta Bird.
So these headshots of these characters that always show up in XCOM games,
Life Aquatic.
They're always from such a weird angle. That, like, is this on their badge? Like, do you show the bottom three-quarter view of their chin on their badge to get in the building? Stacey D Pro says, XCOM brought to you by the iPhone X, Xbox One X, and The Simpsons, a XXX parody. This ain't The Simpsons. This ain't Futurama.
Did you start the game over?
This is just stuff you gotta... Administrative stuff you have to do in between battles. I'm just skipping through it so I can get to the next page.
That sounds like...
Colburn0004 says the channel info says we're playing Destiny 2.
Oh, no! Oh. How much base maintenance is in this game? This is easy peasy.
Advent's been quiet.
Okay, here we go.
Turboison says, this ain't XXXCOM.
The porno parody. Okay. Oh, good. Sergeant Bob Mackey has returned from his wounds, so he'll be good to bring into battle.
Yeah, just put him in this burning building. That'll protect him.
Okay, so...
Jim Wilgo says, Master of Orion was a turn-based strategy game. Came out around the same time as the very first XCOM for PCs.
All right, so...
Is Flower the Chosen?
Henry's got to be in the battle.
He looks like
Henry,
Stargate.
Please, Gilbert.
Yes.
Sergeant Bob Mackey says, my glasses.
So the cool thing is, one of the things they added is camaraderie. Like, you have certain level of bond with your teammates, and Bob and Henry are bonded because they're
hosting a show together.
Yeah.
Aww. And they both live in Berkeley.
And you can see Bob Mackey has low cohesion with Mike Raparez because they secretly hate each other. I'm kidding.
True.
I do like
happy we
can
reveal it here.
They don't.
Thank you for making me American, the correct country to be from.
Why is Anne wounded, Ambassador Blanco?
Well, if you take any damage during mission, you're wounded. See, look at that, Diana Goodman smoking a cigarette.
Classic.
Yeah. Also Jewish. Thank you for making her Jewish.
Let's see. Let's put. We'll do Gun
Brian
Cannon
Rude's
D.
also Jewish.
Gun Cannon D, you are in the game.
Yeah.
And
So
sadly not
sorry
in the
for community members. I literally whatever was the already like randomized. Like look of the character, that's just what I kept. But for us, I tried to make us look somewhat like we do.
Hanks is Japan.
Yeah.
Somebody said
Let
I
me
didn't say
give
that.
Bob Mackey.
I think Bob Mackey looks like Barry Pepper from Saving Private Ryan. He also looks aristocratic. I hope he dies first.
All right. Make utility.
Henry looks like a sleazy guy from a '70s movie.
All right, there we go.
Oh, I thought he looked like James Spader from Stargate.
Love Hank's flag is Japan. Says Flemish.
Look, I had to think outside the box, otherwise we're all American, and it's like, well, no, Grim and I could be Irish. Chris, you're Italian, obviously.
Italian. Easy Peasy says Bob and Henry have formed the Weeb bond. Thou art I art thou. Tango and Gilbert. Stacy C.
I did make
Stacy
Grim,
D Pro.
but apparently he won't go into any turn-based strategy battles unless there are rabbits in it.
God damn it.
Demogo says, "Wow, Antifa's really stepped up their game."
That's right. Cybernetic outfits and all.
There's bad people on both sides, the aliens and the humans.
The purple people, the white people.
We're the only ones with any
West
chance of
Asia.
stopping them. We're heading in to lock down the area. Neutralize
Unity
all
Creek.
hostile contacts with extreme prejudice.
All right.
Could you back up, dude, just a little bit?
And the load times are a little bit more, a little bit longer on console.
This is a long plane ride. Nobody's wearing a seatbelt.
Well, they're probably going to drop from the sky. It wouldn't be cool if they didn't.
That guy should have some kind of contact lens or something at this point.
Yeah. Grim, I cannot participate in any battles not sponsored by Nintendo. Says Cookie Down Motor. It's true. Grim works in the motor pool. Says a guy whose name is too bright to read. God damn it, Twitch. Dr. Hypercubic.
Link to the Present wants to know if you're going to get the new Apple Watch, Chris.
No, probably never again. I really liked the one I had, and then I got another one, and it's like, it's fucking glitchy.
The second one you got? It's glitchy?
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't read shit, and the battery's fucking terrible. As a fitness device, pretty cool, but it's not something you can depend on all the time.
Did you take it to the Apple store?
No.
Just be like, hey, what's wrong with
bother.
this? My last one was good.
And more, I want to get back into a little exercise regime. This is boring talk for a stream. I'm almost less fat.
Nice.
I have a couple alien Nazis get their heads caved in. I'll look the other way, says John Wilguz. Oh, this is more Antifa parallels here.
So this being a stream, I'm going to be a little bit more loose than I am in
normal
normal XCOM. I think every move over for
Kill Henry a lot.
Yes. So Tyler he's in I think he's in sick bay right now, so he can't be killed immediately like I was hoping.
Easy peasy asks if it's okay to punch an alien. Jeez.
Well, depends. Where's the statue? Our alien heritage is under a siege. Pull the string!
Tyler Wilde says,
Coconut
weird
monkey.
little, yeah.
You got your own Steam emotes.
Egyptian
or
emoji.
Twitch emotes. Only if you say "Welcome to Earth" afterwards. Damn it! You gotta get a video of me punching a Nazi and saying "Welcome to Earth," which Will Smith never says, but I don't care. Oh my God, our sound is so out of sync. This is fucking pointless. Why are you even doing this?
It's fine. Classic.
From Classic Corner. I don't know. It was tough to think of a nickname for Diana.
Tyler's at the Babadook. How's it feel to be a part of an old brand, Tyler? No one remembers Coconut Monkey. I remember.
I don't know what that is. What is Coconut Monkey?
PC Gamer mascots.
Oh! You used to work there.
When I used to read it. Yeah. I mean, I still do. Gotta up that subscription. So fucking delayed. Jesus. How's it feel?
Is the water
All my
slowing down?
Duckman references don't seem so stupid now, do they, Mr. Drew Baroness. Dana Goodman. That looks better in spelling. It doesn't. It's me saying it, Sila.
This is making me miss HeroClix. I used to play HeroClix every week.
Is this how it works? Like in a matter of spaces? I thought it was mostly just levels and shit.
No,
math tables.
It's laid out on a grid, and you do it per whatever your speed is for your character. They can move that far.
No Supermans. It's cheating.
You can totally be Superman.
Unbelievable.
Feel bad that Gun Kennedy is not using a gun right now.
I'm probably older than most of y'all, so it's easy peasy. Get him down!
Blow up that tree.
But more importantly,
Kakidona Mara says, I fucking love HeroClix. I used to play. I was there at Ground Zero. I was there with the first set that came out, and I used to play at my local comic shop every week. I did that for years, but I haven't played in a very long time.
Yeah, it was one of the weirdest official ways to battle cross IP.
Yeah, there was Marvel and DC. Then there was HorrorClix, and there was IndieClix.
Dude, this fucking Street Fighter HeroClix.
Yeah,
I'm like, how
now
do
it's
these match
crazy.
up to DC characters?
That was
imagine
always
Street Fighter and Marvel.
That was a
characters?
weird thing in the game. Was like, wait, Superman is like fighting a thug. Like there was a guy called Thug, and like Superman would just destroy him in one hit.
Played Mage Knight. Before HeroClix even existed, says Clever Name 3000, which is a really good name.
Kakino Nomaro says, Matt, get those nerds to play and record it. Dude, if we did like a draft game of HeroClix, that'd be so cool.
HorrorClix.
HorrorClix, sorry. HorrorClix was like famous horror icons.
Congrats on the promotion, Gun Cannon. Dave, can you narrate what you're doing? I still don't have much of any idea how
So
this
this
works.
mission is helping out Resistance. So it's actually neat in that there's like basically AI that's also fighting the enemy, which I don't think XCOM 2 had. I'm 99% sure it didn't.
Stacey
have
Pro says the game could use Barry Bostwick, make it a Megaforce. The mayor of New York, Barry Bostwick?
What?
Spin City.
that.
Wasn't it New York?
You really do love traditional
Was it Chicago?
sitcoms.
Yeah,
Jesus
that is
Christ.
like.
Oh, dude, Spin City ruled.
What was it? Was it DC? Because I can't tell. I don't remember anything
Was
about
it
that.
I don't think that sentence has ever been
Was
said.
Charlie Sheen on that show, or was it someone else?
It was Michael J. Fox, and then he was replaced by Charlie Sheen
And the show got better.
because he was getting more famous, but really it's because he was getting sick.
Yeah.
Which was very. He came back a couple times though, and was very funny when he came back. Charlie Sheen was good on that show.
Spin City isn't that good. It's a CDG comedy. I believe you, and I'm not going to check that out. Cross-reference that in any way.
It's very news radio. It's that same kind of tone, and it's like very smart. I had Alan Ruck on it.
I do love
Yeah.
Cameron.
Alan
I'll
Ruck
go-
was
I'll go-
hilarious
I'll go-
on
I'll
it.
go.
As the least Cameron character ever. He was like the kind of like slackery, sort of cool guy.
Really?
Not like cool, but like
More like a Speed character.
yeah.
But I've already been
Well,
to
the
the
speed character was kind of a wiener.
It's kind of a weird.
Need to get in there before the aliens slaughter those people.
I had a friend who stopped playing WoW every night at 5 for half an hour to watch Spin City on syndication.
That's
Since
really
Foster
funny.
Bird. Holy shit! Are
Yes,
WoW
easy
and Spin
peasy.
City like the only two things he ever saw?
Yes, easy peasy. It was pre-Tiger Blood. Charlie Sheen. He was doing a bunch of drugs, but he was still on the up and
So
up.
if this doesn't have a slide tackle, fuck it.
Yeah, it does not.
God damn it! We have a superior version of this already.
There is graphic.
Yes, yeah. So Waffle Robot points out that the last episode with Michael J. Fox in it, he mentions his character from Family Ties works in Washington.
How the fuck do you people know so much about Spin
Well,
City?
he leaves to go work in Washington, and he talks about some Keaton guy who's making waves there. It's very funny. Oh, and also there's an episode with Doc. Doc's in it, and he's an old mentor of his, and they make a bunch of jokes about Back to the Future. Richard Kind is in it.
You gotta suck my balls, Michael J. Fox.
Dude, that was a good show. Like, it holds up. It's news radio.
Newly Salad says, I'm Alan Ruck, and I came to Ruck.
We recorded something today about sitcoms, and everyone just made fun of me for loving sitcoms so much.
Yeah.
I love sitcoms.
It's burned into my memory, but not in a way I appreciate.
And Joe Mugo says, is there a non-drug Charlie Sheen? Well, his
think
first
so.
line on screen ever was drugs.
Sweet Spin City streams. This is Tyler Wilde.
I
Tune in
will-
tomorrow. We'll be doing Becker.
I'll do a commentary. Dude, I love Becker.
Can't love all this stuff.
Becker was fun.
No, it
Becker was
wasn't.
a funny show.
The only person who can
Yes,
love Becker is Butters
Pasta Bird
out of,
says,
South Park.
sorry, Pasta Bird says Richard Kind plays a scientist in Stargate.
Does he? A nebbish scientist?
Jared Kushner is Alex Keaton grown up, says Easy Peasy. Hell yeah, Becker. Tyler Wilde says Becker rules. Fuck you, Chris.
Tyler
Becker
Wilde's the
rules.
king of Becker, yes.
Jimmy Pardo's in one episode. That blind guy's funny.
I've never seen the show. I've only listened to it on the radio.
Ted.
So I know there's a monotone girl.
I remember you telling that story.
Yeah, I feel really old.
Ted Danson does good work on that show.
Ted
He's
Danson's
doing
fucking
very
brilliant.
good mid-career Ted Danson. It's very good on there. Easy Peasy says, next, Carolina the City retrospective. I've probably seen every episode of Carolina the City. I could totally
I'm a
do
Veronica's
that.
Closet man. I don't have time for that bullshit.
I've been planning a Cartoons 101, and we might make it a laser time of why so many characters in the 80s and 90s on TV shows and movies were cartoonists. Because 20 years earlier, that was one of the biggest jobs in show business.
Yeah.
Was being a cartoonist. I would love to do that.
Yeah, I believe Jim Carrey started out playing a cartoonist in The Duck Factory. In a sitcom that didn't last
Duck
very long,
Factory?
from like '87. Yeah, Comedy Central used to show reruns of it at like 6 in the
I've
morning on weekends.
Definitely
It was
read about that show, but I've never seen a second
the
of it.
poorest substitution for Saturday morning cartoons.
Black Pariah says Shawnee Smith was a childhood crush. She's the girl from Becker, right?
Is she the Becker?
Alendriel says sitcom XCOM is my new favorite stream.
Sid XCOM. Is Becker
the
pre or
aliens and
post
humans get
blackface Ted
along?
Danson? Post. It's post, definitely.
The next time we stream this, you have to name all these characters after various Becker
Oh,
characters.
Becker XCOM stream.
Uh,
My God, we're dying not to be popular.
Clever name says sucks that the lady from DS9 disappeared after Becker. Yeah,
What?
she was cool.
Who's that? Jerry Ryan?
No. Wait, was it her?
I don't know.
I think it was. It might have been.
Both those shows are stupid for bad people.
It's Deep Space Nine isn't stupid.
I said it. I stand by it, having never seen a lick of it.
Stacey DeFrost up next at Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman Cross Rapids. Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is one of the most bonkers shows to read about. That show was huge.
Yeah.
It was so big and it went for so long, and it's not. You cannot watch that anyway. I don't even think it's even on.
Yeah, I think everybody watching it is now
It might
dead.
be on PAX. Like that might be the only place you can watch it.
The Ion Network.
Possibird says Deep Space Nine is good. I'm
I
vindicated.
know. I'm joking. I don't know enough about Deep Space Nine.
Everyone says Voyager's the bad one. It's the worst one, but
so
it's
what the fuck are you
still
doing?
worth watching.
This is the Resistance, which are basically people that I have to save.
Silverman
They're
doing
they I don't control them. They just do.
But was
return.
this wasn't your base? You had to arrive at this.
Yeah. All right.
I guess Easy says, I guess you have feelings on Quincy, or Quincy. Maybe a little bit. I vaguely remember that. Deep Space 9 Inches is Awkward Loser's nickname. On DS9, there's a guy who sleeps in a bucket. It's true.
Please have a Touched by an Angel Wolfenstein 2 stream.
Touched by an
Stay
Angel is
tuned.
one of the craziest shows I've ever watched in my life. Like I remember watching the last episode when it aired and being like, "What the hell
Well,
is
it's
this?"
Quantum Leap for Bible thumpers, right?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, she helps
Man,
different people out.
I'm not much
every
of a
week.
Bible guy, but Quantum Leap.
I probably oversold it.
I meant Jerry Ryan wise. She was in Voyager. This is important. She fought The Rock once.
Hey, good job, Gun Kennedy.
Chris is interrupting her sitcom conversation to talk about video games.
No, I'm
Dr.
sorry. I
Mark.
apologize.
What the fuck was Cleopatra 2099?
Black Ryan, the rare Star Trek fan, is primarily familiar with Voyager.
That's cool.
It is cool.
What Star Trek is where the captain? What are you saying?
Gets
Crazy?
turned into
oh,
a
gets turned
lizard?
into a lizard. That was Janeway. Someone just said the Pasta
Really?
Bird said that. Tyler Wells says, "How are our troops doing?"
How are our troops doing, Dave?
Who gives a shit?
Well, as long as you're supporting them, they're doing
Yeah,
well.
that's right. Gina Torres was on that show. Black Pariah.
was?
Cleopatra 2525.
The Star Trek shooter game was terrible, says Aimbot Master. Is that the recent Namco? Is that a shooter?
Remember the
Gears
future?
of War?
Remember the Sherlock 2099 show or whatever that was? The cartoon where he had like a robot Watson and
Hell no, but I want to see it now.
it was crazy. He got frozen and they woke him up in the future and they just remade all the stories but in the future.
Oh my goodness.
Oh hell! Oh, Awkward Loser. You're talking about the girl from Just Shoot Me. What's her name? Oh my God, I was in love with her. She's also in.
I want to say Monica
Stuart
Bellucci,
Saves
but that's
His
not
Family?
it.
No, not her.
Sounds like.
Oh, maybe her name's Monica. It's something with an M.
Yeah.
Not Wendy. What's her name?
No, not Wendy Malick. Although
Wendy Malick,
she's
who's on
oh my
BoJack
God.
Horseman this season.
Yes. I remember when she was like on Just Shoot Me. She was like the old one. That they were like, "You're not hot anymore." And I was like, "What? She's
Are you
super
nuts?
hot.
Yeah.
Like, she's still super hot."
Laura San Giacomo.
Yeah.
Yes, her. Oh my God.
I was way off.
Oh, I was super in love with her. She was also in Pretty Woman.
And Stuart Saves His Family, a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And she has a horrible story in the middle of the movie about meeting her deadbeat father for the first time. And like, yeah, meet up. Made it past that. Like, wow, this is a comedy.
Just Shoot Me, another show I probably watched every episode of
Yeah.
and was a big fan of.
Yuck. I had to bootleg Mr. Show off of VHS tapes on eBay. And the best guy in the business, all the episodes of Mr. Show on 3 tapes. Because you can fit every fucking season on a SP VHS tape because they're like 4 or 6 episodes. And then he had another tape of just everything with Bob and David in it. So I've only seen but 1,000 times the episode of David Cross as the guy who's faking being
Yeah, he tries. He's pretending to be mentally
My
challenged.
pants are tight
But also,
when he gets a boner.
what's his name? Nerd Rage.
Brian Posehn.
Brian Posehn was on that show. He was a recurring character on that show, and he would get his friends like Patton and everybody would show up on it because he was on it. I didn't realize I missed the last 2 seasons of Just Shoot Me. I got roughed around a lot in the schedule. I remember trying to watch those seasons and getting very upset about it.
Shoot Me News Radio had odd Mr. Show connection.
Yes.
Indeed, they did.
Andy Dick was on a Voyager
Oh, that
episode.
dick.
Ergo Voyager is the worst series, as John Will goes. So Kakido Nomaro mentions the Birds of Prey TV show. I definitely watched that show. It was terrible.
That was like a DC thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was a DC comic that was. The comic starred Huntress and Batgirl as Oracle and Black Canary, and they had vague.
What? The Rock was on Voyager too?
Yes, he played a space wrestler.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Did he really?
He played like a
Oh,
cage
that's
fighter.
Wonderful.
This is around the same era where he was on that 70s show.
Yes, playing his dad.
Yeah.
Playing
Old man Rocky Johnson.
Rocky
Oh,
Johnson.
shit.
And he
Which
says
is like I can't believe in the 70s you had a wrestler named Rocky Johnson.
Is that monster your friend?
And he also says, someday my son's going to be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
A bit too cheesy for me, but whatever.
It was fun. I love that show. I like every sitcom.
Tyler Wilde said 46% chance of just shooting me. To tie it back into this game, which is impossible at
Clever
this
Name
point.
3000's a 70 show is beneath me in my pretentious youth. I urge you to check it out. It's a very good show.
So yeah, I don't miss in XCOM is having an 80% shot miss, whereas with Mario X Rabbids they say it's either 100% or 50%, and it tells the truth.
Jared Nubis says he gave 7 of 9 the rock bottom. He did. I feel like he either doesn't talk or talks very little in that, and it's like his first acting role outside of wrestling, I think.
Who, The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock.
I think it was a Chef Boyardee commercial. He's really good in. And a GameCube WWE game commercial where he's taking a shit the whole time.
I remember that. Tyler Wilde says non-Bob. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Pasta Bird says, don't get me started on that 70 show. Is that a good way or a bad way? Oh, rest in peace, don't get me started. One of my favorite podcasts just ended.
I like what IFC has mostly become, but it is an endless parade of that 70 show reruns that pisses me off. Show a movie or one of your fantastically canceled original programs.
Easy Peasy says, Bob, watch out. It's a Colin Moriarty Zoid.
Oh, man. Let me tell you a little about history.
Oh, my God! Clever Name 2000 says we need to talk about Gary and Mike.
Mike, holy
claymation
shit.
sitcom. Gary and
damn.
Mike with what's his name? That comedian who
give me more.
he was Rocket Man, and he was in
Harlan Williams.
Harlan Williams. He was on that show.
In my office.
The guy who
You're
drank pee.
fucking
Dumb and
fired.
Dumber.
He drank pee?
Yeah,
In
and Dumb
Rocket
and Dumber.
Yeah, he drank me in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah,
He was the cop.
Yeah.
He did.
He's also in that Bare Naked Ladies video.
Yeah. I love his reaction to drinking pee. Like, who knows how you would react to drinking? But it is like that sounds natural.
Yeah, who knows how you would react to
yeah.
drinking pee? I don't know. Especially, I don't know what it's like to have someone pee on you.
I do an old fucking Coca-Cola take. Yeah, fucking Rocket Man. I thought that movie was hysterical, but I only saw it once, really high as a teenager on the Disney Channel alone.
Newly Salad, that is not the first time Teen Angels come up today in a Laser Time product. Teen Angel will be dealt with.
Oh, no.
One of the birthday boys was a MAGA guy in AHS last episode. Whoa, that's cool. Which one?
What's
Awkward
AHS?
Loser.
Diana,
American Horror Story.
Diana just got mind controlled by an alien. So
Easy Pizza says you guys watch too much
no.
TV. We're talking about 20-year-old shows that I watched as a
Sound
child.
is so fucking off. God damn it.
I watched Off. Oh my God, Colburn. Off Center was the American Pie basically spin-off sitcom starring all the American Pie guys except Jason Biggs. It was like How I Met Your Mother,
really?
but dirtier. Yeah, it was like a Friends kind of show, but it was supposed to be like really raunchy and dirty.
So I remember there was a short-lived sitcom that were just those two bro dudes from the who gave the MILF line, the first American Pie. That they had a sitcom for a little while.
I think you're thinking of Off Center.
Is that it?
Maybe.
It was on Fox.
It had
I
John
think.
Cho in it
I didn't.
also?
Yeah,
John
I didn't
Cho?
have.
Yeah, you're thinking of Off
WPN,
Center.
so I don't think I could have seen it.
No, I think it was WB.
Low key, real good, says Colburn. This has become a
It was
way
fun.
more fascinating XCOM.
Well, it was the first show I remember watching that had like overt, straight up jerk off references on a sitcom, on a 3-camera sitcom, because they let John Cho stay on their couch, and every night they find evidence that he's been jerking off on their couch.
Holy shit, really?
They keep confronting him
What
about
channel
it.
was this?
I think it was WB. I think it was
WB. So saucy.
whoa, awkward loser.
Anyone ever tasted their own? Did it by mistake, kissing my high school girlfriend? Yeah.
Black Price says Dark Angel was great. Yeah, it was. I think I read a poorly written article that made me think Jessica Alba had training as a stunt woman. She might have had something.
How does Chris love Disney and love Keith David but hasn't seen Gargoyles? It was
Yeah.
on at a bad time.
John Wilga says all 8 episodes of Dilbert, now with extra ickness in retrospect.
You joke, but that
show's underrated.
cartoon got 40 fucking episodes.
That cartoon is good. I think it's
fine.
very funny. It has a lot of interesting things to say that I don't think come from the creator.
I just missed a 74%.
Easy
chance.
Peasy says my Asian friend looks a lot like John Cho, so we call him John Cho. Is that racist?
I'm sure he loves it. I'm sure he loves it.
This is for you.
Yeah, Colburn. They would show it really late. I remember like fighting to stay up and watch it. Clever name. What are you doing to me? I was interested to see the Coupling USA premiere. I watched every episode of that show.
So
Are we good?
That's a sitcom I didn't
well,
like.
this is my favorite thing so far in XCOM or The Chosen.
Everybody lived?
Everyone lived because I'm
Holy
MLG,
shit.
man.
Tyler Watts says good job, Hank.
Flawless rating. Yeah, you killed that alien. This is my favorite part. you get to make photos after a mission.
They
propaganda
pose in front
posters.
of the...
Yeah, and I love you just randomize, get different shit. Look at that.
Which imagine this in
Gun
canon
Candy's
that they're all trying different
Yeah, I want Gun
poses.
Kennedy in there.
Hell yeah, Awkward Loser. I remember Moesha on the Parkers.
Join the fight.
I watched a lot. I really enjoyed the WBUPN, like, trying to make African-American sitcoms a big thing. Like, I loved Parenthood.
Homeboys in Outer Space, really great.
Homeboys in Outer Space.
There we go.
Best part of Homeboys in Outer Space is one of the guys just wears the Rocketeer's jacket, and it's got to be a real prop. You got to know they just
That's
had that
the
on the
one.
back lot.
Well, that about wraps up our stream
Yeah,
for today. We had to do a shorter
Moving
one.
Single.
Let me see if I can get an individual picture of one of the guys, because when someone is promoted to like sergeant or whatever, you get to take pictures of them. So that'll just be 1 second. It does take a while to process photos.
Oh man, that was a fun.
But I want to see if Henry got promoted. I'm giving him a. Giving him a.
I don't know
glamour
anything
shot.
that happened on this screen, but I got
Aliens
to relive
died.
a lot of fun memories about shows.
We
from
were
my youth.
successful.
The Wednesday WB lineup, hell yeah.
Living Single gave us
Yeah.
Kratos, and for that I'm eternally grateful, says Silo. What's happening now?
Just
They're
gonna
looking at their trading
quickly,
cards.
the after mission sit rep whatever.
Malcolm and Eddie, I vaguely remember that
Malcolm
title.
Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, okay. That was a UPN show, right?
Ran, I think, WB or UPN. I only remember J. Elvis Weinstein at Mystery Science Theater in an interview. It's like it was weird because I was working that show and it lasted a long time, but I've never worked on something that literally no one from top to bottom was proud of.
Yeah.
Or cared about at all. Like,
I
no one
definitely-
cared about this show working on it.
I definitely watched Malcolm in the Middle and 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd. So,
Jesus.
remember 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd?
I don't.
Starring Seth Green as a dog.
No.
You remember that show?
No.
Seth Green.
As a dog?
Two guys played the dog. I can't remember if Seth Green was first or second, but a bully gets turned into a dog, and he has to do 100 good deeds to get turned back into a human.
CG
'cause
comedy just had total recall on that. I've never heard of
Look
it.
at that, Henry and
It was a
fucking
Nickelodeon
David
show in the
Bond now.
90s.
That is so cute.
But yeah, I just want to show a couple more of the photos because I've just been digging them so far.
Colburn, you're going to enjoy Laser Time that's coming up.
Look at that. That's
If you
Wiki
like old
Pares
sitcoms.
and Bob and Henry
Yeah.
after they won a mission.
Look at all
This
those
is
butts.
Chris after he got
Yay!
promoted. Behold the War King. That's Ann Lewis.
Ann Lewis, the wounded Ann Lewis.
There's Henry.
Human Turtle Henry Gilbert.
Love and yes, Henry Please Gilbert right there on the bottom. And there's Mike Grimm.
Waddy Grimm.
Yes, of course he's got to have the eye patch.
I like
And
how-
there's Tyler Wilds who didn't die. I'm sorry that
And made
couldn't
it
deliver
wild.
on that. And there's me.
I like how a lot of dudes.
And there's
are,
you, Matt.
A lot of dudes. Oh, cool. I like how a lot of dudes are doing. I look like the Army of Two guys.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes are doing the Black Widow. You can see my butt and my face pose, and I enjoy seeing men do
Yeah.
that.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to close out the stream.
Tyler Wells says
Subscribe
I'm
to the channel, people. We love you. We did a commentary over the whole Nintendo Direct thing.
Greg
so that's
the
why
Bunny!
we're late. And we had to run little shorts. No more Greg the Bunny talk. Save that. We'll see you next
Let's talk
week.
about the IFC
people.
spinoff. It sucked.
Peace.